From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Friday morning. A lot of active weather to talk about for today as we have that lightning fire threat in the Cascades for today and tomorrow. Shower and thunderstorm chances going up this weekend, and they'll continue going up into next week. That's as temperatures go down, feeling pretty fall-like for next week. But for today, for tomorrow, first alert weather days in the Cascades, specifically in the upper Yakima Basin, as vegetation is going to be significantly dry, and there will be an abundance of lightning. And those fires, the lower Sugarloaf fire, the Labor Mountain fire, and also the Wildcat fire, all producing air quality that's unhealthy for sensitive groups in the basin and in the valleys. And of course, the air quality is even worse the closer you get to those fires. Right now, temperatures in the 50s, 60s, and 70s out there, just kind of depending on your microclimate. You might need a light jacket, but later today, no jacket necessary. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hazy. Have little chances for showers and thunderstorms in the valleys as well. But speaking of the haze and smoke, multiple fires still burning on the map. We'll tell you about those coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, breaking down those fires that are still burning across the region. Crews now scrambling with these hot, dry, and unstable weather conditions, making some of these already dangerous situations even more unpredictable. Coming up, we are going to check back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. He's going to break down what firefighters are facing this morning and what tomorrow's forecast could mean for communities in their path. Plus, a months-long investigation in Benton County ends with a major arrest. What detectives found inside the suspect's home and the key partner that helped track him down. And the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is bringing a big change to the Yakima Delta. Crews are rerouting a local creek and making improvements to protect salmon and trout. But how will these changes affect local waterways and the environment? We have the full story coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us and joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott. Jessica has the morning off. And we want to start this morning on this Friday with a fire watch. We've been tracking the Wildcat fire for more than a week now. Now this morning, conditions still very dangerous. Just yesterday alone, that fire nearly doubled in size. Flames pushing towards Bumping Lake, the Pacific Crest Trail, American Ridge, and it forced firefighters to really have to ramp up their structure protection along Bumping River Road and into Goose Prairie. So they've done hose lays, sprinklers, fuel reduction work, all of that already in place. Strike teams now preparing for potential spread of this fire towards State Route 410 in the Timber Creek area. So people near Goose Prairie and Bumping River Road, they remain at a level 2 be ready evacuation order, meaning people should be prepared to leave at a moment's notice if necessary. Fire managers say that their priority is targeting the areas with best chance of success while keeping firefighters and public safety, of course, front and center. So let's break it down further for you. Let's take a closer look at how weather is playing into these fire conditions. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth at the Weather Wall breaking it down, letting us know not only kind of what we can expect today weather-wise, but where containment is with some of these fires and what's next as we head into the weekend.
Yeah, it's really nuanced right now. I mean, there's the threat for additional lightning fires for today and tomorrow, but the rainfall and the cooler temperatures into next week, I think that's a very encouraging trend for firefighters. But this is not encouraging. The Wildcat fire burning to the west and to the south and really right along portions of Bumping Lake. It's 5,500 acres. It is 0% contained, active hotspots all over the map with this one, and it is getting very close to that state route. This is a level 2B set evacuation for Goose Prairie and Bumping River Road. You have to be packed. You have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Coming up later in the show in the next half hour, we'll talk about what should be in that go bag. There's another fire that's technically in our viewing area, the Labor Mountain fire burning in northern Kittitas County, very close to the Chelan County line. 800 acres, don't have any word on containment with this one. And further up in Chelan County, technically out of our market, but there's the lower Sugarloaf fire, which is, I think, pretty close to 8,000 acres, and that is also contributing to the air quality situation here. But again, the trend is cooler and wetter in the next week. That's good news. I'll talk about that good news coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now into a crime alert out of Benton County. That's where detectives have arrested a 48-year-old man after a months-long investigation. They did it with the help of the Internet Crimes Against Children's Task Force and Canine Blaze. The man, who lives on the 2000 block of Snow Lane in Benton City, was taken into custody without incident just yesterday. Authorities also seized electronic devices from his home, and he's now facing multiple counts of possessing and dealing in sexually explicit images of minors. 604 turning to Yakima now, as the City Council has approved a $952,000 grant from the State Department of Transportation to fund the Yakima-Ellensburg commuter service for the next 2 years. Managed by Yakima Transit and operated by Beller Charters, the service connects people who live in the area, students who go to school in between the two cities, and workers as well, as they make their way between Yakima and Ellensburg. Now, funding comes from state and federal sources. It all comes from the cities of Selah and Ellensburg, as well as Central Washington University and Yakima Transit.
We'll take a roll call vote, please.
Berg?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Byers?
Yes.
Decio?
Yes.
Glenn?
Yes.
Herrera?
Yes.
Roy?
Yes. All right, motion passes 7-0 and resolutions are adopted. Thank you, Council.
You heard it there. Council members say the grant will help keep regional commuter services reliable and support a well-connected Yakima region. 6:05 in environmental news this morning, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has a new project coming to the Tri-Cities to improve fish habitat at the Yakima Delta near McNary Dam. So the $1.2 million project will reroute about 1,400 feet of Amon Creek in Richland to connect with a deeper pool in the Yakima River. Crews will also install a low-flow deflector to help keep the water cooler in the summer months, creating better conditions for salmon and trout. Officials say the changes will give fish a cooler, deeper refuge during migration and improve chances for reproduction.
Hopefully allow them to keep reproducing and bring that number back up from what we have been seeing over the last few years in this area.
Construction is set to begin next year and wrap up in 2027. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, tensions flaring in Washington, D.C. as Secretary of Health Robert F. Kennedy Jr. faced tough questions in the Senate about canceled vaccine research and health priorities. One senator didn't hold back, and neither did Kennedy. Stay with us, because coming up next, we'll break down the clashes and what it could mean for the future of U.S. healthcare. Plus, giving you that live look outside this morning from our Apple Valley Studios camera right here in Kennewick. It is 6:07 on this Friday, and it is starting to lighten up a little outside as the sunrise is set for 6:22. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth in your First Alert forecast.
No matter what's your age, it's time to get ready to go back to school. Also, time to get ready for fall and winter sports. Be careful and drive safely.
Call Allen Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546.
Now through September 30th, get up to a $7,500 federal tax credit on a Ford Mustang Mach-E or F-150 Lightning. They're perfect for visiting friends across town or road trips across the country. And with the Ford Power Promise, get a complimentary home charger and standard installation. Save big on these all-electric vehicles that are smooth, fast, and fun. Hurry, the $7,500 federal tax credit on Mustang Mach-E and F-150 Lightning ends September 30th. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Before, our service would be in and out. We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network, and with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
I love the fact my wife is taller than me. We are very different people physically. She's taller. We're also different races.
Here comes Brad Williams.
I'm in a mixed race marriage, mixed race relationship. My wife is half Chinese. I'm half.
Growth Spurt Tour.
Some of you got that joke. Okay, some of you got it. Some of you are just staring at me like, what's the other half? And I'm like,
Friday, October 10th, Legends Casino Hotel. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Brad Williams. Friday, October 10th, Legends Casino Hotel.
A line on Q3 learnings.
Welcome back to what should be a thrilling second half.
Vikings, Bears. Monday Night Football is back on Apple Valley News Now.
Just over the hill is the University of Idaho campus. The details are shocking, and it's still grabbing headlines.
Tonight, inside the stunning case like never before, and the shocking photos taken by the killer himself. All new 2020 tonight on ABC.
No matter what your age, it's time to get ready to go back to school. Also, time to get ready for fall and winter sports. Be careful and drive safely.
Call Alan Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is a first alert weather day in the Cascades as we could see additional lightning fires popping up. But otherwise for today, I think for a lot of us, it's going to be dry, it's going to be hazy, it's going to be sunny if the sun is able to peek its head through the haze. Today's high still going to be hot, not as hot as earlier this week, but 80s for the mountains and 90s for lower elevations, perhaps squeaking out a 100 there in the lower Columbia Basin up towards the Hanford site. Good news for containment efforts of the fires in the Cascades. Wind's going to be mostly light, but we could see some very light breezes in the Blue Foothills. Then for tonight, shower and thunderstorms becoming a little bit more widespread. Still haze up in the skies. Overnight lows down into the 50s and 60s in the mountains and 60s for lower elevations. Wind gusts not going to be a factor at this point. Okay, we got some new model data into the Weather Center. Here's the air quality forecast for today. Now we're going with unhealthy for sensitive groups in the Kittitas Valley and for a lot of the Yakima Valley. And of course, it's going to be a little bit worse the closer you are to the fire. Looks like it's going to be the exact same thing for Saturday, but into Sunday and Monday, I think the trend is better as the trend overall is going to be cooler and wetter. So that should help out with containment efforts. And that was a little preview of the 7-day forecast there. But like I mentioned, shower and thunderstorm chances going up and temperatures going down. We'll talk about both of those aspects to the forecast and the extended forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. 11 minutes after 6 and turning now to Capitol Hill. Health and Human Service Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. testifying in front of the U.S. Senate, discussing topics including vaccines and research cuts. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us about the hearing and what Washington's senators had to ask.
The U.S. Senate gathered Thursday morning for the President's 2026 Healthcare Agenda hearing, where Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. testified for the first time in 4 months. The hearing comes after the firing and resignations of several top CDC officials, and after the cancellation of mRNA research, which is used for creating vaccines. This sparked heated debates between Secretary Kennedy and some senators, including Washington Senator Maria Cantwell.
You canceled $500 million of research because the mRNA technology is about continuing the research to be ready for the next flu, influenza, the next pandemic, and you have to do the research.
I'm happy to have a detailed discussion with you about it. You're so wrong on your facts.
You're interrupting me, and sir, you're a charlatan. That's what you are.
Senator Cantwell says mRNA research is essential, noting that President Trump's former Surgeon General says the technology helped save 2 million lives. In response to the cuts, Cantwell says Washington state will continue to research science that she believes the rest of the country will depend on.
And I definitely think that our colleagues need to rally around science. If you want the Northwest to continue to lead on all innovation and all healthy people, okay, we'll do that. But it's a sad statement for the rest of America and America's leadership on technology.
Secretary Kennedy previously said HHS decided to cut the research because he believes mRNA technology is risky.
I want to fix the system, and that's what we're doing, fixing systematically to make premiums lower. That's what President Trump wants.
He says he wants to invest in what he considers better solutions. From Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
And Senator Cantwell and several other senators also called for Secretary Kennedy to resign during the hearing. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up next, checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth in your first alert forecast. It is 6:13 on this hazy Friday as we give you a live look outside from our Bimart camera in Yakima. We're back after the break.
all with Steel Battery. Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking Steel tools. Hurry into your local Steel dealer or shop online.
Experience the magic of historic downtown Prosser from September 25th to 28th with the Balloon Rally and Street Painting Festival. Watch talented artists bring the streets to life with vibrant chalk art starting Thursday night. Join us Saturday for the grand reveal of the stunning street chalk masterpieces, followed by the mesmerizing night glow of the Balloon Rally. It's a weekend full of color, creativity, and community spirit you won't want to miss. Mark your calendars and come celebrate with us in historic downtown Prosser.
We're Sell My House Fast, and we've been buying unwanted houses for cash, fast, for 25 years. We'll buy this house, and this one, even this one, not that one. We'll buy this house for cash, and this house, but not that one either. If you're relocating, inheriting a home you don't want, if you've got a tenant you really don't want, we'll buy it. If you're behind on taxes and want to avoid foreclosure, going through divorce, or if you just need cash to get out of debt, we will buy your house at a fair cash price, and we'll close fast too. So with us, no real estate agent, which means no commissions, no repairs or cleaning necessary, no appraisals or formal inspections, no open houses, no closing costs, and no long wait to close. Sell My House has been buying unwanted houses since 1999. Call to learn more. We'll buy this house and this house. Okay, not that one. We've got hundreds of Google 5-star reviews because our offers are fair and the process transparent. Call now and we'll connect you with a qualified local buyer.
1-800-219-0560. Take a trip high above Cougar Bay Preserve with wetlands, meadows, trails, and more.
Family-friendly trail, so very, very beginner. There are some steep inclines, but it's moderate. It's a great place.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
We're Dancing with the Stars.
Next live, influencer Alex Earl from the new season of Dancing with the Stars. Plus, from season 2 of Wednesday, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Vikings, Bears. Monday Night Football is back on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is a first alert weather day for today and tomorrow in the Cascades as we can see additional lightning fires as we already have several burning right now. This is our vegetation dryness forecast. Our scale is maxed out. We're seeing that magenta, which means significantly dry vegetation in the Cascades. Now let's put the lightning chances in motion with Futurecast radar. By lunchtime, maybe just a few sprinkles in Yakima County, but a little bit closer to dinner time. This is when we could see some thunderstorms and some lightning up in the Cascades, although Futurecast not too bullish on that idea. Then into the late evening, starting to see some more rainfall in Umatilla and Morrow counties. Klickitat County as well, and then it looks like by 5 a.m. as we're transitioning into Saturday, starting to see a band of showers forming from Snoqualmie Pass, kind of looping all the way down to Pendleton and Cabbage Hill. Now for tomorrow, vegetation dryness still going to be significant in the Cascades and the upper Yakima Basin. So now we'll put this into motion once again with Futurecast radar. And it looks like that little band's going to lift off by 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Pretty dry at lunchtime, but I'm going to step off the screen for this part. You'll want to pay attention. Multiple complexes of thunderstorms at the hottest part of the day, one in the Blues, one in the Cascades. Then it looks like maybe there could be a secondary complex running up into the Cascades, maybe clipping portions of the valleys as well. So if you have outdoor plans late on Saturday night in the valleys, it would be an excellent time to have the First Alert Weather app on hand. You can download it for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Sunday, it looks like we'll have more widespread chances for showers and thunderstorms. That's going to get us to the end of storm system number 1. For storm system number 1, could have half an inch of rainfall in the Cascades, a little bit less for the Blues, much less for lower elevations, but every little bit will help us out to try to put fire season to bed. Then we have another storm system as we head into Monday and Tuesday. Monday starting to come better into focus, more widespread showers and thunderstorms. So storm system number 2, Monday and Tuesday, storm system number 3, Wednesday and Thursday, and that's all going to happen as this happens. Temperatures going way down, feeling very fall-like into next week. You'll love to see it. There's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Will be very summer-like for today and then trending cooler and wetter after that. In Yakima, multiple chances for thunderstorms Friday through Tuesday. Looks like Tuesday is probably going to be the most active day. Then in Ellensburg, the same thing. Although we could have an additional day of thunderstorms on Wednesday. In Hermiston, hot, dry, and hazy for today. And then cooler and wetter is the trend. And then for Walla Walla, mid-90s for today, hazy sunshine. Then after that, kind of a transitional time this weekend, but starting to get into those fall vibes for next week.
All right, well, we aren't the only ones dealing with maybe some of the elements this week. Take a look at this. It is not raining golf balls. That is hail. A Kansas homeowner capturing the video just Wednesday evening as hail slammed into the ground outside their home.
She says the hail lasted around 3 minutes, loudly dumping as it hit her house. She plans on having a roofing company check for damage.
Yeah. Thankfully, their cars were in the garage when this happened, because we know hail can do a lot of damage.
Hope you've got wind and hail insurance. Is that how they're bundled together?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But do you know what the record is for the largest hailstone?
What?
Now, I don't know what it is now, but it used to be 17 inches. Can you imagine that? It's a little bit bigger than a golf ball. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I mean, that's bigger than a bowling ball.
It's like a watermelon-sized hail. Yeah.
That'd be terrifying.
Yes.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Growls, grunts, and some hair-raising howls. We're going to take you to Maine for your top trending headlines, where contestants are competing to be the best Bigfoot. Just when you think you've seen it all. It's 6:20. We're back after the break.
US Cellular makes it easy to switch. Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
We don't even have to trade in our teeth?
Nope.
I almost lost this one.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
At Meredith Furniture, we know how important a good night's sleep is, even if we don't always use the beds for sleeping. Right now, you can save big on top quality mattresses, perfect for families like ours. Because when we do sleep, it should be amazing. Meredith Furniture on South First in Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down.
We were starting a business from the ground up.
People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Get ready for a night of non-stop fun with Tommy James and the Shondells. Saturday, October 4th, Legends Casino Hotel. A lifetime of hits with the legendary Tommy James and the Shondells. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Saturday, October 4th, Legends Casino Hotel.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next-level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones.
High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
Welcome back. Before we officially kick off into the weekend, we want to take a look at some of the top trending headlines from this past week. You've heard of talent shows, of course, but this one's a little more wild.
That's because the Maine Bigfoot Foundation is putting on its annual Sasquatch Calling Contest. And as Patrick Cornell shows us, it's as much about community as it is about cryptids. Take a look.
Growls, grunts, and that noise. All the hootin' and hollerin' of the Sasquatch Calling Contest put on by the Maine Bigfoot Foundation, where the hairiest and scariest competitors summon supernatural sounds in the name of their elusive icon. But don't tell them their larger-than-life legend is a simple fable.
Hundreds.
That's how many Sasquatches they say live in the state, and the organization has one simple goal: Bigfoot awareness.
They've had encounters or they've seen footprints, and a lot of people don't talk about it because they just think, you know, they're gonna think I'm crazy.
Apparently the real magic is in the community they've created.
So this is all family here.
The grand prize for the biggest Bigfoot bellow went to a very little Sasquatch, 7-year-old Gannon, who says he's still waiting for his first encounter with the famous figure. Another competition that'll have you calling out, okay! Because a familiar face popped up. Yeah, that's rapper Lil Jon. Turn out for what? The gym, he's been turning down for that. And the hard work's paying off as the Grammy-winning artist showcased his bodybuilding bravado competing in the Muscle Beach Championships in Venice, California. Amateurs from around the globe show up to show off their physique, with Lil Jon saying he wants his performance to influence others.
One of the things I hope is that I can be an inspiration to so many people that say, I don't have time, I can't do it. If I can do it, then you can do it too.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Patrick Cornell.
Lots to unpack there.
Yeah, Lil Jon, he looks great from the window to the wall.
Yeah, exactly. No, love that for him so much. The Bigfoot calling.
Yeah, I was laughing with them. I wasn't laughing at them.
I was just laughing.
Yeah.
Now, are they doing it because they're trying to attract Bigfoot? Like, is it like a Bigfoot calling, like, so that they can get Bigfoot, or they just want to be like Bigfoot?
I think when you're out in the woods, kind of alone, secluded, you do the calls, you do the knocking on the trees, that's how you're supposed to attract them. I don't think they were trying to, like, assemble together a chorus of Sasquatch calls. Yeah.
I mean...
But hey, if it worked.
If it worked. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in our next half hour, water shortages are coming to the Yakima Basin this season, and not everyone will be getting their full supply. We're going to break down the numbers and what it means for farmers and how officials are tracking the situation. And September shines a spotlight on school attendance. Why showing up every day makes such a big difference, and how one local program is helping families break these barriers. It's all coming up at 6:30.
Enjoy summer's final moments. Let us take care of that flooring project you never got to. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Now through September 30th, get up to a $7,500 federal tax credit on a Ford Mustang Mach-E or F-150 Lightning. They're perfect for visiting friends across town or road trips across the country. And with the Ford Power Promise, get a complimentary home charger and standard installation. Save big on these all-electric vehicles that are smooth, fast, and fun. Hurry, the $7,500 federal tax credit on Mustang Mach-E and F-150 Lightning ends September 30th. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Believe it or not, there's only one weekend left in the Dust Devils regular season. Don't miss your chance to catch a ball game. Friday, September 5th will be the annual Rooster Tails Jersey Auction presented by BNSF Railway. It's also a family feast night thanks to Genuine Homes. Saturday, September 6th will be our final fireworks show of the season presented by CO Energy. For tickets, head to the official site dustdevilsbaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Let's get this show on the road.
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Oh my God, it's the best.
This is what I came for.
Yeah, it's good. I want it. Gotta have it. It makes me feel nice. So right. So perfect.
Is this what the inside of your head looks like?
Oh, buddy. Not even close. So free and so light.
We all screw up our kids. Look what I did to mine.
Yeah, you did.
How do you feel about being our next Golden Bachelor? Let's do it.
I'm obsessed.
What an incredible touchdown!
One great idea can change your life.
It's the best.
Ready when you are.
What's not to like?
I'm obsessed.
113, we're on the move.
You're trying to steal my husband. You stole him first.
Oh my God.
Oh, what a play!
watching the game on TV.
Enjoy summer's final moments. Let us take care of that flooring project you never got to. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
Visit Cougar Bay Preserve on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us and joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
Jessica has the morning off, and the 3-degree guarantee is her favorite. But unfortunately, someone else is going into the weekend to win, or not you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to blame her.
Yeah, I
was
think
on a
we
hot streak.
should.
She left. Now.
And now look at us.
Ice cold. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yesterday, it went with forecast high of 99, and this one wasn't really all that close. Verified at 93, so the jackpot is now going to Janice Evans. So congratulations to Janice. Hey, that's quite a way to kick off the weekend, right? Okay, for today, jackpot goes back down to 0. Forecast high of 97. If it verifies between 94 to 100, the jackpot's going to go up to 25 bucks. If that doesn't happen, well, you don't win anything because the jackpot's still 0. But find out how to win future jackpots by going to AppleValleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you could scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay. Bottom line for the forecast, we'll have the potential for lightning fires today and tomorrow up in the Cascades. Shower and thunderstorm chances going up into the weekend and for next week. That's going to coincide with temperatures going down, feeling very fall-like for next week. But that first alert weather day for today and tomorrow in the Cascades, specifically in the upper Yakima Basin, as vegetation will be significantly dry and we'll have an abundance of lightning. Our air quality map is updated now. A good chunk of the region seeing air quality that is unhealthy for sensitive groups. And it's just straight up unhealthy in Yakima and Natchez and Ellensburg. Even worse than that, the closer you get to the fire. So in these areas, you have to sport the N95 mask, even if you're not in one of those sensitive groups. Now, in the orange color, that's where you only have to sport it if you are inside the sensitive groups. And we'll, of course, talk a lot more about that later in the show. Right now, temperatures in the 50s, 60s, and 70s for lower elevations. Your hourly forecast for today for the Tri-Cities, hazy sunshine all throughout the day. For lower elevations, all of it's going to end up in the mid-90s. Little chances for thunderstorms in the valleys. I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. We'll begin this half hour with local education news as September is Attendance Awareness Month, and the United Way of Benton and Franklin counties is joining the national campaign to highlight the importance of showing up for school. Through its Attendance Matters program, United Way places mentors in 6 local schools, helping students and families tackle barriers like illness, transportation, or even scheduling conflicts. Leaders say that chronic absenteeism, missing 10% or more of the school year, can have long-term effects on learning, from falling behind in class to higher dropout risks. This month, United Way is sharing tips and success stories, encouraging parents to build strong routines, schedule appointments outside of school hours, and talk to kids about why attendance matters. 6:33 in environmental news. The Bureau of Reclamation says that the Yakima Basin won't have enough water to meet all of the irrigation demands this season. According to the September forecast, senior water rights will get their full supply, but junior water right holders will receive just 40%. Reservoirs in the basin are only at 20% full. That's less than half of what's typical for this time of year. Officials say monthly forecasts will continue through the season, using the latest data to track storage, flows, and participation. All right, time to talk a little sports this morning. Seattle Kraken lighting up the ice this season, literally. The team just unveiling their brand new glow-in-the-dark third jersey, one of the most unique looks in professional sports. Fans will see the jerseys in action 12 times this season, starting in November on the 1st when the Kraken take on the New York Rangers. Season ticket members get first dibs on pre-orders through September 10th. Public pre-sale starts September 11th, and if you'd rather wait, the glow-in-dark sweaters officially go on sale October 5th online at all Kraken team stores. All right, more sports news ahead. Basketball fans, mark your calendars. Richland is hosting a brand new event with prizes, food, and family fun, plus a chance to win a big ticket item. We'll show you what to expect and how you can be a part of the action this weekend coming up in our community events.
Get RV show pricing now at every Blue Compass RV. All RVs must go, starting at $101 a month. Shop 100 plus locations coast to coast. That's over 15,000 new and used RVs to choose from, exclusively at Blue Compass RV. Hurry in today.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Do it all with Steel Battery. Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking Steel tools. Hurry into your local Steel dealer or shop online.
The Labor Day mattress savings have been extended this week at Walker's.
Save big on brands that improve your rest, like Serta iComfort, Beauty Rest, and Purple mattress sets.
Or enjoy 0% interest for up to 5 years and pay over time.
Plus, with select mattress purchases, receive free delivery, making now the best time to sleep better and celebrate Labor Day in comfort and savings.
During the final week of savings at Walker's.
Good evening, everybody. To make great newscasts, you need great resources and an experienced team. Austin Reed grew up near Portland, where he started his broadcast career more than 20 years ago. His passion for reporting breaking news and for telling distinctive stories that affect positive change make him uniquely qualified to bring the news home to you each evening.
Get the best local news coverage every day, right here.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacey Lee, Apple Valley News Now at 5, 6, and 6:30 on your side.
On your side.
Just over the hill is the University of Idaho campus. The details are shocking, and it's still grabbing headlines.
Tonight, inside the stunning case like never before, and the shocking photos taken by the killer himself. All new 2020 tonight on ABC.
You're winning $1,000 for all your hard work. You're our Volunteers Count winner.
Joe Haberstock spends her time volunteering with the Columbia Basin chapter for the American Society for Quality.
I would really like to see more people look up our organization, join, take advantage of the opportunities that the resources that ASQ offers. I can't imagine not volunteering.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is a first alert weather day for the potential of lightning fires up in the Cascades, but we already have existing fires on the map. The Wildcat Fire in Yakima County, level 2 evacuations for Goose Prairie and for Bumping River Road. That means you need to be packed. That means you need to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. So here's what to put in that go bag. Non-perishable food items, water, a map with evacuation routes, prescription meds, a change of clothes, eyeglasses, contact lenses. And then part 2 of that list, car keys, credit cards, cash, first aid kit, flashlight with batteries, a battery-powered radio, copies of important documents, pet food, and water. And again, that would be for those of you in and around, or well, specifically around the Wildcat Fire that's burning in northwestern Yakima County. Okay, let's take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County, mid-90s in the Kittitas Valley. Could be some showers or thunderstorms today in the Kittitas Valley, in the upper Yakima Valley, also in the Cascades, also in the Blues. The rest of us looking dry with hazy sunshine. Mid to upper 90s in the Yakima Valley will be kind of around the same mark in the lower Columbia Basin. For the foothills, low to mid 90s for the Morrow County foothills, mid to upper 90s for the rest of the foothills. And then we will be in the 80s, it looks like, up in the Blue Mountains. Shower and thunderstorm chances becoming much more widespread into Saturday and Sunday. And so I'll time all that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, 6:39 on this Friday, talking community events now. And your adrenaline's about to surge as Kennewick is hosting the Professional Bull Riders Challenger Series this weekend.
Yeah, it all kicks off, or bucks off, tonight at the Toyota Center. This is the 5th time the PBR has taken place here.
Over these 2 nights, 30 of the world's top bull riders will face off in a 2-round showdown. We spoke to one of the riders taking part in this weekend's events about how he prepares.
This sport, it's honestly 90% mental and 10% physical. So I always make sure my mental is strong, and I take time to get right with that.
You got to get right before you get on one of those beasts, right? He also says he'll be hitting the gym 3 or 4 times this week and making sure, of course, he's eating right before the event. I don't know how you could eat anything before getting on a bull like that.
Yeah, I think I would toss my cookies for sure. And something many people don't realize is that the bulls, what they call animal athletes, are also on a strict diet and schedule. The handlers make sure the bulls arrive early enough so they're not exhausted, just like the riders.
Everyone's well taken care of. Each rider will earn points based on how well they do on the bull. Top scorers and advance to Saturday's championship round, and they're competing for cash. We also heard about what else fans can expect.
Fans can expect a whole lot of action and enjoyment, excitement. It's honestly one of these type of events. Fans are at the edge of their seat because you always want to stand up, and there's good music, great animal athletes, great rides, and the bullfighters out there are just amazing. So the entertainers always interacting with the crowd, so it's really fun.
They are very fun events. Tonight it kicks off at 8 p.m., tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Yeah, you can get your tickets at PBR.com or Ticketmaster.
All right, and listen to this. Basketball fans in the Tri-Cities have something new to look forward to this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Title I is hosting its first ever Hot Shot Classic Saturday at John Dam Plaza in Richland. The event runs from 11 to 3 with food, prizes, and plenty of family fun.
Proceeds will benefit Elijah Family Homes. It's a local nonprofit that helps families in Benton and Franklin counties work towards stable housing and self-sufficiency. Organizers say the first 50 people to register will get a free t-shirt.
And the big prize, 2 Gonzaga men's basketball tickets. Those are hard to come by.
Ooh, yeah, they are.
Little arena, yeah.
Are you gonna go hot shot it?
I probably won't, but if you win the tickets,
you want to go along for the ride?
Yeah, I'll negotiate, I'll bargain.
Oh goodness. Okay, 6:41. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We have your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning, and giving you a hazy live look from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert breaking down your full first alert forecast and talking about some of the fires burning around our region and why we're getting some of that smoky haziness in the skies. We're back after the break.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone, and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
Get ready for adventure with the fun and rugged 2025 Ford Bronco Outer Banks from Price Ford of Yakima Valley. Nob Hill Casino's biggest prize ever. Want to drive it home? Just enter daily at Nob Hill Casino now through Wednesday, October 8th for your chance to win. While you're here, enjoy our 16-lane bowling center, mouth-watering cheeseburgers at the Last Frontier restaurant, cold drinks at the bar, and try your luck with pull tabs and table game action.
We invite you to come visit us at Price Ford of Yakima Valley and Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
Before, our service would be in and out. We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Apple Valley News Now is Yakima.
Apple Valley News Now is Cleella.
Apple Valley News Now is Tri-Cities.
Apple Valley News Now is Prosser.
Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. Leading the way with local news you trust. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
Vikings, Bears, Monday Night Football is back on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Before the break, we were taking that live, very smoky look at Yakima. And for today, air quality at the very least going to be unhealthy for sensitive groups in Yakima and in Ellensburg. Then for Saturday, looks just about the same. But I think into Sunday and Monday, that scene should definitely should start to trend in a better direction. Okay, for today and for tomorrow, in addition to that, we'll have the potential for more lightning fires in the Cascades. It's going to be very dry. Vegetation significantly dry in the Cascades. Now let's show you the lightning potential with Futurecast radar. We put this into motion. Lunchtime, a few sprinkles in Yakima County. For the peak of daytime heating, maybe some thunderstorms in the Cascades. Futurecast not too bullish on those chances, but then into the later evenings, starting to see some more showers in Umatilla and Morrow counties, and then also we will see some rainfall getting into Klickitat County as well. And then by 5 a.m. this is when we'll see a band of some showers kind of looping from Snoqualmie Pass all the way down to Pendleton and Cabbage Hill. And we'll pick up the action here in just a second. But for tomorrow, once again, vegetation is going to be significantly dry in the Cascades and the upper Yakima Basin. So now we'll put this into motion once again with Futurecast radar. Lunchtime, looking pretty dry out there. It will be overcast, but watch what happens into the afternoon. I'm going to step off the screen for this one. Multiple complexes of thunderstorms, one in the Cascades, one in the Blues. Could be a secondary round of thunderstorms into the Cascades into the later evening. Maybe some of that clipping the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. So if you do have outdoor plans during that time frame, it'll be an excellent time to have the First Alert weather app on hand. For Sunday, more widespread chances for showers and thunderstorms, and that's going to be the end of storm system number 1. For storm system number 1, could maybe pick up upwards of a ½ inch of rainfall in the Cascades, a little bit less for the Blues. It doesn't sound like much, but it is for this time of the year. It'll definitely help out with containment efforts of all the fires. Then for Monday, this is going to be the beginning of our next storm system. More widespread showers and thunderstorms. Storm system number 2 going to be Monday and Tuesday. Storm system number 3 going to be Wednesday and Thursday. So the storm train just keeps rolling along. And this is the best news of all. We're going to feel pretty fall-like as we head into next week. Okay, now it's time for your 7-day forecast in the Tri-Cities. We will see a very summer-like day for today, but then it is going to be pretty fall-like as we head into the rest of the forecast period. In Yakima, kind of a little chance of a shower thunderstorm for today, and looks like probably the most active day is going to be Tuesday of next week. In Ellensburg, the same thing, maybe an additional day of thunderstorms on Wednesday. In Hermiston, hot, dry, and hazy for today. After that, cooler and wetter. And we're going to track the exact same cycle in Walla Walla. Hot, dry, and hazy for today. Very unsettled after that. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, we're at the Eagles opening game with Kylie Kelsey.
It's incredible to be able to lend your time and also to donate to an organization that you know that every single dollar is going directly back into the community.
Kylie's work with the Eagles Autism Foundation has made her a mainstay at Lincoln Financial Field. And this morning on GMA, she's spreading autism awareness while also sharing her excitement for her newly engaged brother-in-law.
We're so excited. The girls are thrilled. They're so excited they're getting another aunt, and we could not be more excited for them and what the future holds. We love, and we love Taylor and Trav.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more with Kylie Kelsey and how the Eagles Autism Foundation made one fan's dream come true with an incredible surprise you don't want to miss. With your GMA First Look, I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
When you can breathe better, what isn't better? Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So girls' days are better. Game days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent helps people with asthma achieve better breathing that lasts. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. And isn't that better? Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma.
Welcome back. It is 6:50 time for your morning sprint, and we start with your national headlines this morning as a federal appeals court has blocked an order to close the detention facility in Florida known as Alligator Alcatraz. Last month, a federal judge issued a preliminary injunction in a federal lawsuit that was filed by environmental groups and a Native American tribe. It would have effectively shut down the facility within 60 days of that judge's order. The state of Florida and the Department of Homeland Security asked the appeals court to stay the preliminary injunction. The 3 appellate judges agreed and issued a stay on not only the preliminary injunction, but also the case pending appeal. Florida's attorney, the Attorney General, called for the ruling a win for the state and also for President Trump's agenda. 6:51 in your business headlines now. ConocoPhillips is planning to lay off up to 1/4 of its employees worldwide. The U.S. oil giant told workers the 20 to 25% reduction of its global workforce is a part of a broad restructuring. ConocoPhillips has roughly 13,000 employees around the world. That means 2,600 to about 3,200 employees will be impacted by this. A spokesperson for the Houston, Texas-based company told USA Today the move is aimed at improving efficiency and that most of the layoffs will happen by the end of this year. Health headlines now, as getting health insurance through your job is about to get more expensive. Employer benefits consulting firm Mercer collected the numbers in a survey, found workers can expect to pay on average an additional 6 to 7% in premiums next year. Some employers say that they'll try to limit those increases, but that typically means you'll pay higher deductibles and out-of-pocket costs instead. Many companies are also offering workers more plan options, some of which have lower copays depending on the practitioner. 6:52, talking sports now. The WNBA is going to have to get by without one of its most recognizable faces. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark announcing Thursday she's out for the rest of the season. Clark has been sidelined since July 15th due to a groin injury. She's been participating in non-contact practices and training, but she said in a social media post that she's not going to improve enough to return to regular games. She wrote, "Disappointed isn't a big enough word to describe how I'm feeling." All right, 6:53, now your top 5 local things you need to know. The off-duty Washington State Patrol trooper accused in a deadly suspected DUI crash is now set to appear in court. Sarah Clayson has an arraignment scheduled for September 24th, where she will hear the formal charges against her. Back in March, investigators say her SUV collided with a motorcycle in Richland, killing the rider, Josier Sanchez. More than 5 hours later, her blood alcohol content tested at 0.17. That's over twice the legal limit. The case was handed over to the Spokane County prosecutors, and this arraignment marks the first major development in the case in over 6 months. Well, Benton City man is behind bars after a months-long investigation into child exploitation. Detectives working with the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force and K-9 Blaze arrested the 48-year-old at his home on Snow Lane yesterday. Investigators also seized multiple electronic devices as evidence, and he is now facing several counts of possessing and distributing sexually explicit images of minors. Moving to Yakima, where City Council has approved nearly $1 million in state funding to keep the Yakima-Ellensburg commuter line running. The service, managed by Yakima Transit and operated by Bel Air Charters, is a lifeline for people that live in the area, students who commute back and forth to school, and workers as well who travel between the two cities. The grant will fund operations for the next 2 years, with support also coming from local governments, Central Washington University, and federal sources. And the Yakima Air Terminal's long-awaited modernization is hitting some turbulence. Upgrades to the roof, HVAC, and baggage claim are stalled because of delays in signing federal grants. Airport Director Robert Hodgman saying new legal concerns must be resolved before September 15th, or the airport risks losing millions in funding, including a crucial FAA terminal program grant. Without it, future improvements could grind to a halt. Hodgman says local and federal leaders are backing the project, but time is running out. And adrenaline is back in Kennewick this weekend as the Professional Bull Riders Challenger Series returns to the Toyota Center. Over 2 nights, 30 of the world's best bull riders will compete in a 2-round showdown. That's the 5th time the event has bucked into town. Shows start tonight at 8, tomorrow at 7. Tickets are still available. All right, 6:55. Just when you think you've seen it all, take a look what's trending this morning, because it was quite the scene inside of a Chuck E. Cheese restaurant in Tallahassee, Florida.
Florida man.
Florida.
Chuck E. Cheese Florida man himself was arrested. Take a look at this body cam footage.
There it is. Mouse, put your paws behind your back. It all played out in front of the customers, the kids, the parents. Police entering the restaurant and found Chuck E., who was about to take a picture with some customers.
Instead, he was put in handcuffs. Tallahassee police say the employee was wanted on credit card theft and fraud charges. And you know how they caught him before that footage? They just put a little trail of cheese, and he just...
Is that what just got right to it? Just
right into the trap.
Right into the trap.
Yep. And then they broke out the handcuffs. That's the part they didn't show you.
Oh, you know, I used to think, like, nothing surprises me anymore, you know, and then you see Chuck E. Cheese getting arrested. You're like, well, here we are.
Is it that surprising? I feel like Chuck E. Cheese has always kind of had a little bit of like a sketch quality to them.
Because it was a rodent?
Yeah. So it's not too surprising, right?
I guess not, you're right.
It's not, but it is still a kid's place.
Oh, it's funny. All right. Hey, get us out the door. It's going to be a little mixed bag over the weekend as we kind of head into next week.
That's an understatement. It's going to be a weather buffet over the next 7 days. Let's start off with a very bad part of the buffet, okay? Air quality is unhealthy right now in Ellensburg and in Yakima. In those areas, it is preferred that you have an N95 mask as you step out the door. I know it's annoying, but that is what is recommended. Unhealthy for sensitive groups, even down into the lower Columbia Basin. Right now, temperatures 50s, 60s, and 70s, so not feeling all that bad out there. A little bit later today, another hot one, mid-90s. Could have some showers and thunderstorms up in the valleys, but in the Cascades, there's going to be the threat for lightning fires both today and tomorrow, and the trend overall is going to be wetter into next week, and it's going to be cooler into next week as well. But just another look at that first alert weather day for today and tomorrow. The potential for lightning fires up in the Cascades. Vegetation is significantly dry, and there's abundant lightning in the forecast as well.
All right. Well, thanks so much for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find the latest on these stories at our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a great day.